Let's be real for a moment. If money were a person, most people would treat it like an emotionally distant former partner. You recognize its necessity, you long for it to stick around, yet you're utterly clueless about what it expects from you. And to make matters worse, just when you think you've cracked the code, it vanishes unexpectedly, leaving your account in the red. But here's a truth that rarely surfaces. Money isn't inherently confusing. It's just been presented in the most tedious, uninspiring way imaginable. I'm fed up with that approach, and this video is here to turn things around completely. I'm about to lay out a detailed, step-by-step guide to help you truly grasp the concept of money. No more relying on TikTok tips from novices who just learned about credit scores last week. This is the genuine article, engaging, practical, and designed for beginners. So, if you've ever felt financially strained, perplexed, or one impulsive Amazon purchase away from a monetary meltdown, watch this video from start to finish. By the end, you'll walk away with a blueprint that even millionaires might have wished for in their 20s. Let's dive into it. Step 1. Understand the true nature of money. It's not what you assume. All right, first things first. Contrary to common belief, money isn't merely paper or digits on a screen. It's a tool, a mutually agreed-upon exchange of value, a trust-based IOU from society. When you strip away the embellishments, money boils down to this. I provided something valuable to you, and instead of bartering with goats or firewood, you handed me these magical tokens that signify someone else owes me a favor. But here's where most people stumble. They pursue money as if it's the ultimate prize. Money isn't the goal. Freedom, time, and peace of mind are the goals. Money is the vehicle that gets you there. Picture it this way. You don't fall in love with a steering wheel. You fall in love with the destinations it unlocks. Now, let's give you a bit of historical context to solidify this idea. In ancient times, people bartered, say, trading 2 chickens for a bag of rice. The challenge? What if you don't need chickens? That's when money emerged as the universal translator for value. Fast forward to the present day, money has gone digital, but its foundation remains trust. Every dollar you hold represents your confidence that you can exchange it for something valuable tomorrow. Isn't that fascinating? So no, money isn't evil, nor is it mystical, and it's not reserved for the intellectually elite. It's simply a human-invented system to streamline life. You're not unintelligent. You've just been taught incorrectly. Here's the game-changing truth. Money acts as a mirror. It reflects your choices, your mindset, and your habits. Money is a servant, not a master. Your task isn't to worship it. Your task is to wield it like a sword or a lightsaber. And here's the best part. You don't need to be wealthy to begin understanding it. All it takes is a shift in perspective from how can I earn more to how can I make it work for me. Now that you've grasped what money truly is, let's explore how it actually flows. Because if you don't comprehend where it's coming from and where it's heading, you'll perpetually wonder why you're struggling financially. Step 2. Track the flow. Cash in, cash out. Allow me to introduce you to the most ruthless money-eating monster of all time, not knowing where your money disappears to. Or let me ask you this. Have you ever checked your bank balance and felt personally offended, as if your account is muttering, "Remember that latte?" Yeah, you bought 6 of them. Here's the golden rule of wealth. What gets tracked gets mastered. Begin by monitoring your money. Every dollar that comes in and goes out. Use a spreadsheet, a napkin, or an app. I don't mind. Just stop wandering through life financially blind. If you don't take charge of your money will take charge of you. And trust me, it's a dreadful boss. But tracking is only part of the equation. The other half involves knowing precisely where that money should be directed. That's where budgeting enters the picture, but not in the old-fashioned way your grandmother might have done it. Step 3. Build a beginner-proof budget that doesn't feel like a chore. Ah yes, the dreaded B word. Everyone acts like it's invisible. And I understand why. The term budget sounds like a penalty, as if it's saying, sorry, no fun allowed. You're on a budget. That's wrong. A budget isn't a prison sentence. It's a permission slip. It guides your money to its intended destinations so you can enjoy what you want later, not just scrape by, but truly thrive. Here's a beginner-proof breakdown. 50% for needs, rent, bills, the mundane adult essentials. 30% for wants, fun, food, a taste of freedom. 20% for the future, savings, investments, becoming the rich aunt or uncle everyone admires. Simple, powerful, and free of financial stress. But hold on, budgeting isn't the whole story. On this channel, we've crafted step-by-step videos and a comprehensive playlist that detail exactly what it takes to build generational wealth. If that's your ambition, make sure to subscribe to the channel and join our members list to stay in the loop with all updates. Now that your money has a roadmap, let's ensure it's not seeping through unnoticed gaps. Because the true adversary of wealth isn't just a low income. It's those invisible expenses. Step 4. Find and eliminate hidden money leaks. All right, let's play a quick game. Pull up your bank account and review the last 30 days of spending. Now, highlight every transaction that leaves you thinking, wait, what was that for? Congratulations, you've just identified your first money leak. Money leaks are cunning. They aren't the obvious big-ticket items screaming, bad choice. They're the $8 subscriptions, the daily delivery fees, the unused gym membership you enthusiastically signed up for in January and abandoned by February. These minor costs quietly drain your budget dry. Then whisper, it's just a few bucks, relax. But here's the kicker, $7 here, $12 there, and suddenly you've lost $300 a month to things that don't even bring you joy. If your budget had a pulse, money leaks would be the slow, internal bleeding. The initial step to eliminating money leaks is awareness. You can't mend what you won't confront. Audit your expenses as if your financial survival depends on it, because it does. Here's your straightforward action plan. Print or access your last month's statements. Highlight every expense that didn't deliver real value and cancel, pause, or downgrade them. Replace those habits with smarter ones, like brewing coffee at home, scaling back streaming plans, or bundling insurance. You're not being frugal, you're being strategic. Every dollar you reclaim is a dollar you can redirect toward your aspirations. And if you're thinking, but it's only $9.99 a month, let me introduce you to the power of compound interest. That same $9.99 invested monthly with average returns could grow to over $20,000 in 20 years. So yes, that random subscription to a cat yoga app might actually be stealing from your future self. Great. Now that we've sealed the leaks, it's time to grow your money rather than just watching over it. Let's talk about strengthening that savings muscle. Step 5. Build a savings habit you can actually maintain. Now, I need to offer you a comparison to fully drive this home, so pay close attention. Saving money is like committing to the gym. Everyone vows to start on Monday, but when Monday arrives, or they set a New Year's goal to get fit and work out consistently until February fades away, they falter. Here's the secret. Automate it. Make it effortless. Set up automatic transfers to your savings or investment account every payday, even if it's just $10. Saving isn't about the amount, it's about the habit. Begin small, keep it out of sight, and watch it flourish. That's the real flex. But saving alone won't make you rich. Want to take it to the next level? It's time to stop trading hours for dollars and start planting financial seeds. Welcome to the magic of investing. Step 6. Start investing even if you're broke and bewildered. Look, I get it. Investing can seem intimidating, like a secretive club with candles, charts, and individuals named Brad tossing around terms like bull market or capital gains. But here's the truth. Investing is the grown-up version of planting trees you can relax under later. And no, you don't need $10,000 or a Wall Street guru. All you need is a smartphone and a bit of common sense. Let's break it down. What is investing? It's using your money to purchase assets, things that increase in value or generate income, like stocks, index funds, real estate, or businesses. Why does it matter? Because your savings account isn't growing fast enough to outpace inflation. If you're saving without investing, you're silently losing purchasing power every year. Legendary investor Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die." I adore that quote because it's pure fact. Let's simplify it further. Open an investment account, a Roth IRA if you're in the US, or a tax-advantaged option in your country. Select an index fund that tracks the market, like the S&P 500. Invest regularly, weekly or monthly, even if it's just $25. Leave it alone and let time and compound interest work their magic. This is called passive investing, also known as the quiet millionaire strategy. You don't need to day trade or time the market. You just need consistency and patience to let your money mature. And if you're worried, But what if the market crashes? Great, that's a discount. Buy more. As Buffett put it, the stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Use user-friendly platforms like Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, or apps like M1 Finance or Acorns. Start modestly, learn as you progress. It's less about perfection and more about building momentum. Pro tip, treat your investments like rent, non-negotiable. You wouldn't skip your landlord, don't skip your future. Now that your money is working for you, let's address the other half of the equation, how to protect it. Because money you don't retain isn't wealth, it's a fleeting appearance. Step 7. Protect your money from life and yourself. All right, let's be upfront. Life throws curveballs at us almost daily, and you know it. One minute you're sailing smoothly, the next you're hit with an unexpected dental bill, a flat tire, or your dog swallowing something bizarre, leaving you $900 lighter and Googling DIY pet surgery. Please don't. This is why safeguarding your money is as vital as earning it. You've worked hard for it. Now let's ensure it stays yours. Here's your 3-layer defense system. Layer 1, an emergency fund, your financial safety net. Before anything else, establish an emergency fund, ideally covering 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. This isn't savings for a vacation or new shoes. This is your lifeline, your punch-me-in-the-face fund for life surprises. Start small if necessary, $500, then $1,000, brick by brick. Why? Because financing an emergency on a credit card is like dousing a fire with gasoline. Layer 2, basic insurance, dull but essential. Insurance is one of those things no one wants until they desperately need it. At a minimum, get health insurance. One ER visit can exceed your car's value. Car insurance. If you drive, protect yourself and others. Renters or home insurance. Accidents like fires, floods, or thieving hands happen. If you think insurance is costly, try facing an uninsured catastrophe. Layer 3, scam radar and financial boundaries. Let's address the sneakiest money threat. You, or more precisely, your FOMO, poor judgment, and that third cousin messaging you on Facebook about an investment deal. If it sounds too good to be true, it likely belongs in a Netflix true crime documentary. Follow these rules. Don't invest in what you don't understand. Don't share banking details with anyone who DMs you with grand rising beloved. And don't lend large sums you can't afford to lose. Your money needs a security system, one grounded in logic, not emotions. Protecting your wealth is like fortifying a castle. Build high walls, secure your gates, and never trust a Trojan horse with a crypto pitch. Quick checklist. Do I have an emergency fund? Am I insured for the basics? Have I set boundaries to shield myself from scams, bad deals, and my own impulses? If you answered yes to all 3, congratulations. You're more financially resilient than 90% of people. Okay, your money is secure. But now, let's discuss how to generate more of it. Because trimming lattes only takes you so far, what you really need is income expansion. Step 8. Increase your income without compromising your integrity. Let's say it loud for those in the back. You can't scrimp your way to wealth. Sure, budgeting and cutting unnecessary spending help, but eventually, you hit a ceiling. And that ceiling declares you need to earn more. The good news? You don't have to work 16-hour days or transform into the next TikTok hustle icon. You just need to adopt an entrepreneurial mindset, even if you're an employee. There are 2 primary ways to boost your income. 1. Enhance your primary income. Earn more for what you already do. Request a raise. Yes, seriously. Improve your skills to become more valuable, thus commanding higher pay. Upskill in high-demand areas like coding, copywriting, graphic design, or digital marketing. 2. Develop additional income streams. Make money while you sleep or rest. Freelance or consult on the side. Create digital products like ebooks, courses, or templates. Offer services on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. Sell physical or digital goods online. Or produce monetizable content like a YouTube channel, podcast, or email list. Your job is your launchpad, not your endpoint. The average millionaire has 7 income streams, not out of greed, but because they know one source can dry up. They build a financial river system. Now, before your mind reels from the possibilities, here's the simplest advice. Choose one stream and start small. Suppose you enjoy writing. Perfect. Freelance 1 blog post a week for $50. That's $200 a month. Stack that cash, And over time, you might write an ebook or offer coaching. Don't buy into the myth that side hustles are only for energetic 20-year-olds with energy drinks and no kids. Stay-at-home parents, retirees, and full-time workers are thriving too. What unites them? They stopped waiting for approval. You're one skill away from a new tax bracket. So, don't overlook this step. Your income isn't fixed. It's flexible, expandable, and completely hackable if you're willing to try. And now, here's where most people stumble. They upgrade their lifestyle faster than their income. Let's avoid that pitfall. Step 9. Master lifestyle creep before it overtakes you. Got a raise? Don't buy a new car. Buy back your time. Lifestyle creep is the nemesis of wealth. It whispers, you can afford it now, until you're broke at a higher income level. Instead, maintain a modest lifestyle and let your investments flourish. Wealthy individuals often appear frugal, while those in debt flaunt wealth. Now for the grand finale, the mindset. Because money isn't just numbers, it's beliefs, habits, and identity. If you don't adjust your mindset, your money will never grow. Step 10. Program your mind for wealth. The rich don't think like the broke. They think long-term, delay gratification, and view problems as opportunities. Begin with this affirmation. I am in control of my money, my future, and my freedom. Read books, follow authentic financial educators, and surround yourself with people who challenge your perspective. Wealth isn't built in your wallet. It's constructed in your mind first. You've just unlocked the 10-step blueprint to truly understand money. Most never reach this point. They quit midway or, worse, never begin. But you're different now. You're armed with knowledge, power, and a plan. If you relate to this and plan to make the money game a reality, comment, I will be wealthy, so I know who's with me. Don't just watch this video and move on. Take one action today. Start tracking, start saving, start investing. And if you want to delve deeper into how the wealthy quietly amass riches without flaunting it, watch the next video on screen now, which breaks down exactly what stealth wealth entails. See you in the next one.